Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is March the 24th, 2021. You guys can tell we're going to give you all a price prediction for Grab. The last time we did our price prediction was during our Lookout live stream session, which occurred on March the 20th, 2021, and we didn't place a price prediction. We wanted to stay the sideline, let the market do what it has to do, and then we'll come back in, which is today, and see whether or not we can predict where prices is going to go. So before we go into all of that, if today is your first time ever viewing our content and you appreciate how we are giving you all a heads up as to where to look for price and anticipate where it's going to go, then let me remind you to hit that like button, share the video, and also subscribe to the channel. This is one of the most powerful indications of knowing language analysis is, of knowing where price is going to go. We're not here to confuse you. We don't place any technical indicators on our chart, and we don't listen to any of the media, news articles, anything. The only thing that we're worried about is where price is going to go, all without giving you any FUD or FOMO. So join us if you want to be part of that community. So let's do this now. So as you can tell, we have two lines on this price chart for Grab, and right now it is a descending triangle, right? And you can even tell as of today, the market in Grab is somewhere around here, hovering around support. Okay. So it decided to ultimately break our other area of support to where it wants to find support here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to extend out the support area, which is around $1.40, 42 cents for Grab. Okay. Now the downtrend is still in play. So nothing has changed in the market in Grab in the sense of its emotional feel. The market is still weak. So now the main focus on today's video is going to be in this area right here. Okay. What occurs for the ending half of March going into the first week in April will definitely let us know whether or not we're going to continue to go lower in price, or will we hold support at $1.40 and move higher from there. It will. Okay. So now is the time to try to get in position to anticipate where the price is going to go for Grab. Now, if anything, this is the pristine area to come into the market in Grab to see the market prop itself up. In order for us to see price go higher, $1.40 is that prime area to come in and purchase this particular currency, especially if you're expecting it to go higher in price. Okay, so let's check the market out and Grab on a 3-day time frame real quick. And generally, we're in a downtrend. You know, you're just seeing a different viewpoint of how weak the market is in Grab. The market here is weak, and now we're trying to see some entrance of strength in Grab. This is what the market is going to do. You know, you guys can see it. The last time that the market in Grab came and held the support area of $1.40 was right here on this 3-day price bar, which began February the 27th. We may be in the initial stages of that right now on this one. We got a day and 15 hours left. Now, I'm not really seeing that market being that bullish in Grab during that. But yeah, we can see the market come back up to higher price. You can even tell on the 3-day time frame that we've already seen the market in Grab come and hit some restriction already on this current 3-day price bar. So here on the 3-day time frame, the market is weak. Also on the 5-day time frame, we've seen some weakness into the market in Grab. Now, one of the best things that I can see here on the 5-day time frame is that the prospect of us starting sideways trading is still on the table. So we can actually see this market in Grab trade in this vicinity. Okay, which would give us even more opportunity to see the trap come in and prop up price at $1.40. So while we're still seeing weakness into the market, if the trap comes back down to $1.40 and gives us more strength, then of a surety we should be under the idea that the market is going to go higher in price. I'm just giving you all that heads up as well. Okay. So what about on the 2-day time frame? Same thing. I'm still anticipating the market in graph to come back down at least to that $1.40 area, which is around 16 cents where the market is trading at now, to try to test it again. I won't change the overall environment in graph until we see the price break this descending line, which is right here. Okay. I won't become bullish into the market until I see this price break up above it. Until that time, the market is in a weakness phase. Okay. So let's look at the market on the 3 weeks time frame. And even here on the 3 weeks time frame, the weakness is still present. And he's giving us a heads up, even out from 3 weeks, that the market generally has been performing weak. So there's no strength here neither. So what do you think our forecast is going to be in graph? Right, we're going to play the weakness into the market, but there is still a lifesaver in the market in graph that can keep itself propped rather than dropping in price, and it is that $1.40 area. So let's go ahead and do that price prediction real quick in graph. And I do suspect initially in the beginning half, maybe today, going into tomorrow, maybe even the day after tomorrow, March 26th, we can actually see this market in graph come up here to $1.80, right? We can see that. So we're not playing this on the initial 3 days of trading. We are anticipating that to happen, but we're anticipating in the long term, you know, from a 5-day, weekly, 3-week time frame, that graph is going to go lower in price. Okay. And it's going to test this area of $1.40 again. And from there, we would definitely come into the market and TP out, right? Take some of the profit off the table, because we definitely anticipate that buyers will be present again at $1.40. Now, seeing how the overall trend into the market in graph is weakness, we're going to expect it to come down to around $1.20 ultimately, but skim off some profit right there at $1.40. Okay. Now, looking at these multiple time frames, the reason why we're playing a weakness is because weakness is there in the long term. But yeah, you can put in another prediction. Who say you can't play both sides of the market? Because you can, and play some strength here for graph. And like I said, we can expect it to come up to around $1.80, which is about 15% profitability. That will be the initial start of the play. Okay. So you could do both. No one's in the market restricting you as to what you can and cannot do. The market is free. But for us, we're just going to play the weakness in the long term. All right. So now I want you all to tell me, what do you all see in the market for graph? Do you think the price is going to go higher, break that descending line? Or do you think we're going to go lower and break support of $1.40? Let everyone know. Want you to call the market with us and tell us where do you expect price to go. And that's it. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.